My 20th birthday was last week. I have a cake, party, you know the whole shebang. As I was getting ready to blow out my birthday candles, my aunt holding my 3-year-old cousin comes up next to me. I asked her if she could back up a little bit because she was right on top of me. We sang happy birthday and everything, and I get ready to blow out my candles. Instead of holding my 3-year-old cousin back, my aunt allowed my cousin to blow across the entire cake, blowing my candles and spitting all over the cake. I snapped and called her a fat brat and asked why they didn't watch her, and their responsible was they were holding her. The fact that should have been enough, despite the fact I had already asked them to step back. They said I was too old for a birthday party, apologized, but didn't offer to replace the cake or hold another party or anything after they ruined it. Edit. Some clarifying details since people seem confused. I never said a word to my cousin, just my aunt. I didn't want my cousin there in the first place because last year she tore my entire cake off the table, hence why she was being held this time. 3. None of this would have been a big deal if they had offered to buy me a new one after my toddler spit all over it, instead of telling me that it was my fault for having a party anyway. 4. I paid for my own cake that my cousin ruined 2 years in a row. So this morning, I have stayed the night with my best friend. I ran home to grab some clothes. When I got home, my dad was in my face about how disrespectful I was to my aunt and cousin, and I shouldn't have flipped out the way I did. I just laughed and asked him if he ever gave a shit. I left my own birthday crying. He said no. He didn't even realize because I was too busy trying to comfort my aunt. After that, I told him that I'm moving out March 1st. I've already found a place. He asked me if I was going to still pay March's rent. I told him no, but that would be there February 29th to pick up the last of my stuff. Then he started freaking out and tried apologizing. I told him it was too late, and the only reason he cares now is because he's going to lose the house, because he can't afford it without me paying half the bills. He said next year he'll make it up to me and make sure my cousin is far enough away from the cake. I told him I'm never having a family party with him, my aunt, or my cousin again, and he'll be very lucky if I continue to have contact with him after this. He said then he was going to sue me for the rent. I told him to go ahead, and we'll be suing him for the equally. I put in the house as I paid major household repairs, such as the roof. I told him to ask my aunt to help with rent since she was so important to him, and I walked away with a bunch of my stuff.